CCX Sports presents high school volleyball. Tonight, a great Northwest Suburban Conference matchup between District 279 rivals Osseo and Maple Grove. From Maple Grove High School, John Jacobson along with Andy Gugasberg for tonight's match. Osseo, a great start to the season. Andy, 16-3, won their first 16. Actually, they've lost their last 3, albeit against good competition.
Yeah, it's a great start for Osseo. We were able to do their match last week. It looked really good, and here they are, reeling a little bit, kind of licking their wounds as we were talking to the coach beforehand. We'll see how they go here, trying to get back on the right track, getting towards the end of conference play, getting ready for the section run.
Maple Grove comes in at 8-7 on the season, and been a little bit up and down the season so far for head coach Courtney Sabat's team, and she said that they've had some growing pains. Some girls who are new to varsity volleyball and just trying to find their way and trying to get things straightened out before we get to the postseason.
Yeah, absolutely. They got 3 seniors, no juniors, a couple sophomores, and then sprinkling some even younger kids. And you're going to have some growing pains. It's a new system. It's a new coach. I like the way they're playing. They're playing pretty calm and collected the last couple times I've been able to watch them. Look for them to come out, get the seniors involved early, and then look for that Skylar kid to kind of take over when we need her to.
Let's look at our key players, starting with Osseo, and Lindy Ogery has been their top player as far as number of kills recorded on the season.
Yeah, Ogery, just a junior, but she hits the array of shots. She can hit the ball anywhere on the court. We were able to do the match last week, and she had some really big swings through the seam of a block, but was still able to hit some placement shots, get a setter out of position, find an outside that's creeping in, find ways to get the ball on the floor, which is really what you're trying to do at that outside hitter position.
And for Maple Grove, one of their senior captains, setter Zoe Brown.
Zoe Brown's just so fun to watch play the game. She's fluid with her hands, she knows what hitter's hot, and she's not afraid to take over on offense if she needs to herself. One of the more productive second ball attackers in the conference.
Maple Grove beat Osseo last year in the matchup between these two teams, Andy. That hadn't happened in well over a decade. Osceo's well aware of that, and so is Maple Grove, and I think that's going to make this a great match.
Absolutely. As we were talking with the coaches beforehand, in a rivalry game like this, where they went to middle school together, they went to elementary school together, now they're playing across the net from each other at the high school level. You can throw out records, you can throw out talent. This is raw emotion the entire time. These are great matches to be a part of.
Should be a fun one tonight. Osseo Maple Grove High School Volleyball coming up live next here on CCX.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
We're back live at Maple Grove High School, Maple Grove and Osseo. Northwest Suburban Conference Volleyball tonight on CCX. John Jacobson with Andy Gugasberg for tonight's match. Nice crowd for a Thursday evening as these rivals get set to go head-to-head here. Our first set in the best 3 out of 5.
Yeah, going to be a great match. Little crosstown rivalry. We actually had 2 dads come up to us. We talk about them in the pregame, talking about they went to the same elementary school, same middle school. Turns out they were at Grandma's house for Thanksgiving dinner together. We have Emily Rossing and Elise Rossing, cousins. Dads came up to us and they walked up, and immediately you could tell they were related. Looked like they're the same person. Pretty cool stuff. And it's those type of stories that really get me excited about high school volleyball at this time of year. A lot of rivalry matches going on this week and next week as we get towards the end of conference play and get ready for section play. Osseo doing some nice things here.
Let's look at our starters, starting with Osseo. Lindy Ogery, as we talked about. Kelsey Seelak, Kate Achenbach, just back from an injury. Riley Steester, and their other 3 starters, Emily Rossing, Carissa Furman, And Taylor Kwan is the libero for Osseo. And for the Maple Grove Crimson, Skylar Gray, Alexi Preed, Elizabeth O'Callahan, Kara Sear, she is just a freshman. Hallie Fugelstead, Zoe Brown, and Emma Schaefer is the libero for Maple Grove.
Yeah, lots of talent on both sides of the roster. We're going to get to see some very talented players with some high futures in front of them. I saw Associate Head Coach Matt Hauk walk in just a little while ago, here to watch Skylar Gray, the sophomore commit to the University of Minnesota. On the same side, we're up with coaches. Mandy Burian in her 4th year, a little stung by last year's loss to this Maple Grove Crimson team. Has her team playing really quite well right now.
And Courtney Sabat, first-year head coach at Maple Grove, was at White Bear Lake last year, grew up in Illinois, and so she had said, this Osseo-Maple Grove rivalry is new to me, but she understands rivalry plenty and knows how big this is for her girls.
Yeah, it should be a fun one for us here tonight. One of my favorite things is going on. So the Maple Grove kids, Maple Grove varsity players are on the opposite side of the gym from the Maple Grove student section. So they're throwing their T-shirts and almost picking off Osseo kids if the throw's a little short. You saw it on our broadcast. They were doing a little ducking and diving was Osseo while they were being announced by us because T-shirts were getting thrown past them, hopefully.
And the Osseo fans have made the short drive here tonight. Watch this one.
Little family affair here on all sides of the mic, on all sides of the arena. Special shout out, whether she's going to watch this later or not, my niece Jada plays on the 9A team for Maple Grove, so got here a little early to see her. Got to watch their 9A team win. The JV match was a heck of a thriller, 3-setter down to the wire. Great volleyball all day so far, and we're hoping this varsity match will give us some more of the same. Got the libero exchange coming in. I'm never going to get sick of seeing these kids get excited in their 8-step high fives in order to get onto the court. We were talking about college commitment. Taylor Kwan committed to NDSU, going to be a Bison. I was actually up in Fargo a week ago and got to talk with head coach Jennifer Lopez. She is beyond excited to have somebody with the volleyball IQ of Kwan coming in.
We are ready to go as Osseo gets the first serve, a good one, but Maple Grove able to play it to Skylar Gray, who gets the first kill of the match.
Yeah, on a tee, that's a really nice set. Gray kind of laughing that off. Did not hit that ball the way she wanted to. As a result, the ball didn't quite go where Kwan was expecting it, and it still goes as a point for the Crimson.
Zoe Brown back to serve. Quick set in the middle, and the kill for Achenbach off the set from Carissa Furman.
Yeah, Achenbach dealing with a little bit of a shoulder issue, I believe, elbow issue, excuse me, and going to play through it. Just a tough kid, great competitor. Looking forward to see what she's got today.
Kelsey Seelock, the senior, serving here. Back set by Brown, and Gray cuts it down for a point.
Gray's in a space. She missed about a week and a half with a concussion earlier in the year. Both points so far of the match off her hands. So now she gets the honor to go back and serve.
Seelock received the pass to get it up to the front row and down off Orgering off the Maple Grove block to the floor, and an Osseo point ties it at 2.
Yeah, really nice swing there as Madeline Knutson, JV player, getting pulled up, getting some time here. Doesn't quite get across.
Knutson just an 8th grader. Kwan serves here for Osseo. Back set, swing, back row handled by Seelock. Front row Ogery taken by libero Schaefer, and a little miscommunication front row for Maple Grove, and the ball drops, point Osseo.
Yeah, a little bit of spin here going on. Rossing, who's done a lot of her work in the middle, taking a swing on the outside there. Ball didn't quite get out to her.
Kwan serves it deep. Gray handles that. To the front row. And again, Maple Grove missing on trying to get that offense set up and executed.
Yeah, that growing pains that we were talking about before the match starting to show a little bit here. They're just not quite clicking on all cylinders.
Serve floated in. Gray's got to run for that one. Brown setting it up to Preed for the kill.
Yeah, Preed, the senior right side, heading to Wingate next year, does a really nice job taking that set into the cross court. Sees that the block is taking away line, which is her shot of choice, and she cuts it cross court for the kill and to get out of that rotation.
Schaefer serving for Maple Grove. Juan's got to chase that ball down. Over by Ojri. Back set. Preed for another kill. You talked about it on the last play, but the opponents knowing what your tendencies are. That's kind of the development of a player, right? The higher level you get to know, you're not only thinking, what's my best shot? What do they think my best shot is, right?
Right, and with these kids playing middle school ball together, club ball together, high school ball against each other, they know each other inside and out. They know what they want to do, and as a blocker, you're just trying to make them uncomfortable, as the Osseo block does right there, causing Preed to hit that ball out of bounds.
Point for the Orioles. They lead at 5-4. Maggie Bauer, junior DSE, and then serving for the Orioles. Overpass easily tapped down by Rossing for the kill. Emily Rossing, another point for the Orioles.
Great discipline by Rossing, knowing that Brown's coming up to try and set that ball. Preed's off the net, ready to attack, leaving the entire two zone wide open.
Here's Gray attacking. Quan handled that. Ojri off the block and down.
There's a reason she leads her team in kills, because she's not afraid to take a swing, even with a well-formed block in front of her. She does a really nice job, even on a down ball, not jumping and getting her hand through that ball and off the block.
7-4. And this is going to be a scramble for Maple Grove, but they do get it across. Outside to Ojri again, gets right blocked right back. And a nice job by Preed, who got hands up there to block it for the Crimson.
Yeah, Preed, really nice job here. Good eyes. She's on an island, the middle block not able to close, so she's able to take her hands, get them a little wider, cover a little more space, and stuff that ball back down on Osseo's side.
Back to within 2. Maple Grove is. Stopped that mini run for Osseo. Here's Seelock attacking. Dug up by Schaefer. In the middle, and across by Sear. Back to Ojri, and the dig by Gray. Front row Rossing attacks. Point Osseo.
Good long rally, good discipline on defense, and eventually a net violation to give the point to Osseo.
8-5 with Ojri serving. Quick set in the middle. Rossing able to time that, and I think we had a player in the net as well for Maple Grove that gives the Orioles the point.
Yeah, Sear does a really nice job going up to get that ball, but she's a little tight on the swing and ends up following through into the net.
There's Gray with the attack and the kill.
Gray relatively effective out of the backcourt. She's really able to get through that ball well. And now she'll earn time back in the front row. Great hustle there to get a bump set up. And I don't think that the right back for Osseo is expecting that ball to come down the line with that much pace.
Ojri gets the pass up. Rossing's attack gets blocked. Quan outside to Seelock. Drops it over, and it's down for a point.
Yeah, good discipline by the Maple Grove defense there, charging when they saw tip, but a better job by Seelock seeing that movement and making a secondary adjustment. She's a heck of an athlete, really good eyes, really good jump on her as well.
Gray's got to run up on that one, but able to tap it over. Nice dig by Rossing on that ball. Pushed across by Preed. Quick set to Steeser, gets blocked, and it comes back to Seelock, who gets the kill.
Yeah, interesting switch now. They've moved to a 6-2, have the Crimson, as they have Brown hitting out of the front row. We got a timeout here from Maple Grove. Yeah, it's a nice mix-up. When I watched the Crimson earlier in the year, they weren't quite able to get preed enough volleyballs out of the backcourt, and as a result, they were basically playing in a two-hitter system, which is what'll happen. We'll take a look at this last play. We'll get to see what's going on. It's a nice swing. It goes off the block, and there's great hustle. Now we see the swing across, and it's just, again, Seelock, so athletic, such good eyes, able to see what's going on and hit away from the defenders. As we were talking about with the 6-2, when Megan Liu comes in, she sets, and that allows Brown to be a hitter in the front row. That left hand, she's able to get through it pretty well and take some big swings, multiplying their offense, being able to spread out across the entire net rather than being basically two-thirds when you have just the middle and the outside.
Emily Rossing to serve again here for the Orioles. Lou gets the set here. Great big swing. And across for Seelock. Blocked, but out of bounds. Spun off the crimson block. Not a play. Point Osseo.
Seelock just fearless again. Big block in front of her, and she just swings hard.
Lou setting for Gray, taps it over the blocker, down for a point. Rossing couldn't get to it. Crimson get a much needed point here, 12-7.
Yeah, good eyes by Skylar as she sees the middle playing right back defense deep and not able to pick up that tip.
Sears serves. Steester trying to find the spot on the court and does.
Again, good eyes. The backcourt for Maple Grove not playing very disciplined volleyball right now. They tend to be chasing balls all over the court instead of just staying in their zone and waiting for the opportunity to make a play.
Furman set to serve here for the Orioles. That's long.
Uncharacteristic error from the Orioles. They normally play very, very clean volleyball.
Zoe Brown back to serve for Maple Grove. Blocked and out. Off the Crimson. Osseo points. They've got a couple of blocks here, Andy, but they haven't been able to put them back into play.
Yeah, it's just really big swings from the outside hitters. That time it was Steester actually swinging on the outside. Everybody getting opportunities to take the big, healthy cut.
Brown setting back for Gray. Gets the kill.
And on cue, there's Gray with another one off the block. My friend Ami used to say all the time to our little 17s team a couple years ago, we weren't big enough, but he said, as soon as you understand that the block can be your friend and your greatest ally, good things can happen. And both Maple Grove and Osseo abusing the opponent block so far.
Gray serves, spins it across. Seelock handled that. Quick set. Steester, who dived to the floor by Brown. Front row back set, swing across by Achenbach, handled by Brown. Bumped over by Gray. Now Osseo in scramble mode and can't recover.
Yeah, there's a big size advantage right now for Maple Grove, and they're able to keep more balls from getting across the net. They got the 8th grader in the middle. They've got Rossing on the left pin, and they've got Preed on the right. That's an impressive block.
Achenbach gets one back for Osseo.
Good lineup for that swing. She takes it down the line as the block late to close.
15-10 with Kwan serving. In the middle, Gray attacks. Oh, nice recovery by Osseo to get that over. Ojeri's ball up nicely by Schaefer, but then Rossing gets the overpass and knocks it down.
Great swing by Rossing there. Good vision on the overpass, not only to see where the ball was coming, but we're able to see this here. She sees it's coming to her, and then also able to see that the libero had snuck up a little bit more than she probably needed to there.
Tap in the middle and over for a kill. Madeline Knudsen, 8th grade middle. And now rotate out after getting that kill.
Knudsen does a really nice job there of getting available and getting that ball onto the floor. Doesn't need to hit it hard, just needs to find the wood.
Schaefer serving. Ball in the middle, Rossing again. Off the quick set from Furman.
I'm gonna start keeping track of this. I get a feeling every time they serve a ball to Quan, it's a pretty quick side out. She's passing at another level right now. Everything in rhythm, in system, and a 2 to 3 option pass.
That one dives over for an ace.
It's a great looking float serve, good vision, good contact point through, and we'll get another timeout from Maple Grove. Correct me if I'm wrong, John, but didn't Bauer go on a little bit of a run her last time up as well? I believe she's had some really nice serves, and you just watch the bottom fall out of this one. Gray, whose eyes are so good, she's so capable of reading a server, getting her feet to the ball, but sometimes you're just in a no-win situation like she was there. Bottom fell out of that one, kind of no hope unless you get lucky. There's nothing more deflating for a good passer than to think you have it lined up, and when that ball basically reestablishes its shape without getting overly nerdy scientific on you, it drops out and there's not a lot you can do. You've got to do a little bit more work ahead of time and hope to be in a position to keep it off the floor. Right now, we'll see if Maple Grove's able to kind of stem the tide, get out of this rotation, and get back into this one, make it a competitive set.
Maple Grove out of timeouts. They trail by 7 here with Bauer back to serve. Ball set outside. Oh, Osseo was ready for that, weren't they? Furman gets up and gets the block along with Rossing.
That's a little bit of a trap set there. Kind of in trouble from Brown. That ball's way tight. Really good eyes, though, by the Osseo block. Like you said, Furman, really good vision on it.
Quan, bump it back, swing across by Ojri. And attack again from the left side, and this time a kill for the junior.
Ojri, that's 2 kills for Ojri without leaving the ground. That can't happen at this level of volleyball. Maple Grove's got to be able to run through that ball and keep it off the floor.
Set outside, ball across and down for a point.
Out of that rotation again. Another 4-point run there for Bauer, though, before the side out eventually comes.
Left side, across by Rossing, handled by the Crimson. The attack. It's blocked by Maple Grove, or by Osseo.
Yeah, it's a split. It's a commit block here. The setter for Maple Grove, young, a little inexperienced. It's not Brown right now, and as a result, everything's a little predictable on the outside. Here it is again, another commit block. That time she misses deep. It's an intimidating presence at the net there when there's 4 hands waiting for you. Need a better pass, need a little more diversity in the offense.
Serve for Ojri. Quick set, Lou in the middle. Tapped across. Seelock powers one down. Off of Schaefer and out.
It's a big swing there from Seelock as Sear doesn't close the block. Nice swing from her again. Good high set outside. Oh, that was the issue. Got it. Rossing kind of a little discombobulated with Sear there, trying to figure out who's going to go block.
Gray puts one down. Point for Maple Grove. They got a long way to go here. Trailing by 10.
See if they can put a little run together here before the set ends.
All right, Fugelstedt will serve. Pushed across by Brown. Offside, Seelock gets it up in the air, over, pushed back by Brown. Brown and Lou tumble briefly. Emily Rossing dug up by her cousin Elise, and then a point for Maple Grove.
A little bit of chaos, a little bit of out of control, but they were able to get it done at the end here. Yeah, good touch here.
That was Lou on the dig, my mistake.
No worries. Good throw across there by Brown as she takes over the offense.
Seelock gets her block, pounded back at her, but Osseo able to recover. Here's Gray with another big swing. Play at the net. They go back to Skylar Gray, off hands in front. Pushed deep by Seelock. Front row outside. Gray will tap it over. Emily Rossing across. Nice dive to the floor there by Lou, and then the kill by Brown and Maple Grove. Great point. And a nice win for Maple Grove, and they've got 3 points in a row.
Yeah, great hustle way to stay in the play throughout the entire rally. Lou does a really nice job repeating the hitter. Here we see this. Oh, excuse me, that was from the back row. Brown has had enough with the rally, though. We're back to live play.
That one drops in.
This is that piece that Coach Mandy Burian was a little worried about when we talked to her pregame. How do they respond when things start getting uncomfortable? A team that wins 16 in a row suddenly drops 3, and there you see chinks in the armor. And now we see, can they get it back figured out? Can they find a way to get out of this rotation, slow down everything that isn't necessary for volleyball? In a rivalry game like this, sometimes the crowd, the chant, everything else starts getting to you. And with the Maple Grove student section directly behind the Osseo players, we can tell right here and now that there's a little bit of chirping going on, probably looking for these athletes to be able to tune everything out except the ball. Fugelstedt back to serve again. In the middle of a 4-point run, looking to get this one even closer.
Back set, Emily Rossing over. Point for Osseo. Double contact, whistled, and Maple Grove, and now it's set point.
Yeah, good cover by Fugelstedt, but not able to control it. Good touch. Kept it off the floor, but not able to play it cleanly.
Emily Rossing for the set. Back row handled that second by Schaefer. Lou across to Gray, too long. And set 1 goes to Osseo. Forgot your cutoff shorts.
That is the greatest outfit I've seen all year. I'm so impressed. 25-16, set 1 goes to Osseo. Let's take another look here. Good serve. Schaefer thinks it's going to be short. It's not. We get a bump set. Gray trying to get a run going, looking for hands and missing. I like the effort. I like the finish. There was no giveaway. I can't get over those boots. The whole ensemble is just impressive. Kudos. Kudos.
We'll take a break, come back. Set 2, more high school volleyball. Osseo Maple Grove on CCX after this timeout.
When we found out that we were pregnant, we were just elated. We were just sitting there waiting for the pediatrician. She said she won't be taking you in as a client.
We are a lesbian couple, but she's just a baby. She's the one you're denying the service to.
I got some Oxy after I hurt my neck. First, I took them to feel better. Then, I just kept taking them. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
We are back at Maple Grove High School. John Jacobson, Andy Gugasberg, 25-16. Osseo wins set one. Andy, what did you see of that first set?
I saw Osseo playing like Osseo. They're vanilla, and it's beautiful to watch if you're about winning volleyball games. You know, you can go and you can watch Champlain Park and you can watch those kids touching over 10 feet, ripping the cover off volleyballs, or you can watch the game the way it's supposed to be played right here. Just simple, 3 contacts, team-like volleyball. That's what I saw in set one, John.
Round servings were underway here in set two. Furman setting outside to Seelock. He hit the tape on her attack. And a point for Maple Grove to start the second set.
Seelock checking in with Furman there, making sure everybody's on the same page with where she needs that set. Love the fact that it wasn't a, hey, you need to do this. It was, I'll get to that ball in a different way. That's good teamwork.
Brown pushing it deep. Quan handled that. Furman back set and across. Achenbach too long, or the tip by Maple Grove? Yes, point for Osseo.
I think that went off the block. The call was anyway, and not a lot of argument from Maple Grove. So we'll assume that the refs got that one right.
1-1 with Seelock serve. To Schaefer. Brown had to go to the ground to get that ball off the pass, and everything just went haywire.
Yeah, the game is won at the service line, serving and passing, the most important skills of the game. And right now, Maple Grove on the struggle with that.
A good pass here, pushed across. Middle, Steester. A lot of power behind it, but too long.
Yeah, most middles, when they miss that ball long, is because they didn't do enough work in transition, and I think that's what Steester ran into there. She's too tight, she's hitting the ball behind her head, not able to finish her swing.
2-2 with Gray serving. Back set, Achenbach blocked out of bounds. Point Osseo.
Just clean. Achenbach just takes care of the ball. She's fun to watch. I'm so glad she's feeling well enough to play right now. She's just a joy to watch, be disciplined with a high volleyball IQ.
Brown runs this ball down, swung across by Elise Rossing, and a block on Ojri. They'll go back to Ojri again. Up in the air and right into the net on that swing by Preed.
Preed standing with 4 hands in front of her, trying to bang through and doesn't quite get that ball high enough. Checking back in with Brown, making sure that everybody's on the same page. Needs that ball exactly where it was. She'll do something better with it next time.
Brown setting it this time, and a swing and a cross by Knudsen. But missed on it, it's 5-2.
Knudsen with a little better spacing there, but still not able to get her hand through the ball all the way.
Quan floats it just over the net. Oh, and then put back into the net by Ojri, who may be a little over-anxious there.
Yeah, that's exactly what that serve is supposed to do, John. You're supposed to be able to tee up your teammates there. And Ojri just a little upset with herself after that one.
Bill Schaefer will serve, her team down 5-3. Set outside, Ojri gets blocked. Preed able to get it down in an open spot, and it's 5-4.
Yeah, good vision there by Preed. We'll see how Ojri responds. That's 2 errors in a row for her, and to say that's uncommon would be an understatement.
Schaefer, cross. And we had Maple Grove in contact with the net here.
Net violation on 12? Oh, yeah.
That's Jordan Lamker, sophomore, is in this set. 6-4, Osseo. Back row handled by Seelock. Back set Furman, pushed across by Emily Rossing and tipped out by Maple Grove.
Yeah, this is the point in the game where we can decide how the team wants to respond. Maple Grove kind of reeling a little bit, not playing their best volleyball, and Osseo just kind of keeping things alive, keeping it in play.
Brown across, swung down by Lamker for a point.
Off Stalock as she got caught sneaking up and it got pushed deep.
Seven to 5. Megan Liu in now for Maple Grove, and she'll serve. Great dive to the floor by Seelock, and then Oshry gets on top of that ball. Pounds it down for a kill.
Yeah, the block lost Oshry there. That's not going to help anybody. Big swing from the junior outside hitter on the right.
She'll serve here. Blue back set, cross by Elise Rossing for a Maple Grove kill.
A nice swing there from Rossing as she's able to come straight through the ball and earn a little rest here on the bench.
Allie Fugastad in to serve. Oshry handled by Liu. Liu will swing this one across. Osseo over by Seelock. Right side Brown attacking, handled back real nicely by Bauer to get a piece of that ball and keep it alive, and then over by Oshry.
Gray does a really nice job there getting stopped behind the ball, but not able to finish through it.
We apologize to those of you watching on this Thursday night, to CCX, for our technical difficulties. We are on the air now here. We're partway through set 2. John Jacobson, Andy Gugasberg. It's Osseo Maple Grove volleyball. Osseo winning the first set 25-16. And ahead here in the second set, 9-7. Orioles coming in 16-3 on the season. Maple Grove 8-7. Lamker serving this last one here for Maple Grove. So we're back at it here. A little tip on the ball by Liu across from Maple Grove, over by Steester. Liu trying to set it, an awkward push across, but it gets the job done for the Crimson, and this one lands long, and it's a point for Maple Grove.
Not really clean volleyball. That entire point. That isn't the type of stuff you're going to show your team afterwards about this is what execution looks like. But at the end of the day, Maple Grove comes out with the point, and those scored just the same.
Seelock blocked. It's out. That's a point for Osseo.
Yeah, Seelock again with that powerful swing on the outside. Pretty fearless. She's been all night. Definitely, you can tell she's a leader. Plays the game at a high level, plays with great heart and passion.
Gray gets it up to Brown. Quan runs that one down. Furman back, across by Achenbach. And a kill for the senior.
Achenbach. I can't speak highly enough about her and the difference she's made here. We see that ball again. She comes in looking like she's going to take it down the line, gets to the ball early before it gets to her shoulder, and she's able to swing through it.
Liu setting up Gray, but Steester was there and gets the block.
As soon as Liu puts her platform together like she's going to bump set it, Skeester does exactly what a good trained middle should do and commits to the outside, and that's a well-formed block again by the Orioles.
Liu setting it up, and Brown will push it over.
Furman with no effort on that ball must have thought somebody else was going to pick it up. Kind of frustrated with herself after the play, though. Look for her to run offense here. I like, Seelock on the back set here.
Steester gets blocked out. Osseo point.
It's something at the high school level this year we've seen a lot of, and that's middles like Skeester here taking big swings on the outside, and she does just that, and the 8th grade shoulder's not able to handle it.
Gray dug up nicely by Kwan. Cross, Schaefer with a good dig. Put across by Preed. Brown will dump it over. Steester got a hand on it. This will have to be over by Kwan, and is. Brown setting to the middle, over by Knudsen, handled by Osseo. Good long rally here. Left side attack from Ojri gets the kill.
Kwan started that play with a great dig down the line. Touched the ball 4 more times, including this set assist to end the rally as Ojri again beats the block. We'll get a timeout from Maple Grove as they're trying to figure out how to get out of this rotation. Be interested to see what's on her wrist. I believe Kwan has written something like "Don't quit" on the wrist there, and it's just really fun to see the level with which she plays. There is no quit on her. There is no quit on this team right now, and they're up 14-9.
We're going to go back to that.
That's a great pickup on a run through. Nice job from Kwan there. Preed hoping that ball was going to be out of bounds. We see her all over the place. The way with which she plays the game is just, you can tell she's a coach's kid. Her dad, now the athletic director at Osseo, was the longtime head coach for the Orioles, has coached high-level club volleyball. There we see him right now. I saw him earlier. How great of a man do you have to be to have the fishing club customize you a Osseo Orioles? Yes. It's got his name on the back. It's amazing. Off the timeout, like the idea to get Knudsen involved in the middle, but for contact call to get another point and a 15-9 lead for the Orioles.
Putting together a little run. They did this very similar in the first set. It was back and forth for a while, and then Osseo went on a run. Gray's attack this time. Osseo unable to have an answer for it, and it's 15-10.
Yeah, that ball caught the rafters for the first time today. This is a high ceiling. Like, you got to dig that ball with some pace to get it up there. And because of the attack from Gray, that ball came off the platform and up well.
Back set, Achenbach across. Right side attack, and Preed caught tape, and it's a point for Osseo.
Preed typically a 6-rotation player, only playing 3. Maybe this is just assumption, but she might have that bug that's going around the district here. She's not jumping the way she normally does, doesn't have quite the same pop on the ball that we're used to seeing. And again, not able to get off the ground very well, and stuff blocked back onto her side for a 17-10 lead for Osseo.
Ojri with a nice block there. Kwan serving, her team up by 7. Set to the middle, Gray with a big swing. Handled though by Furman. Outside to Achenbach. Schaefer to Brown. Right side swing by Preed. Is long, and a point for Osseo.
Preed was swinging low seam and blocked a couple times, so she changes up her swing selection there. Looks to go high off the hands and just misses. The kid doesn't quit, I'll give her that.
And Kwan that time a little too short on that serve, floating it. And it's a point for Maple Grove. 18-11. Crimson trailing by 7 as Schaefer goes back to serve.
Schaefer has some good pop on this serve when she gets after it. We'll see what she's about here.
Furman over by Emily Rossing. Maple Grove is ready for it. Here's Ojri's attack, and Preed got it for a block. Preed and Lampker on that right side get up and stuff the Osseo attack. 18-12.
Nice block there by Preed, and we'll see if Maple Grove's got a run in him now.
Dump over by Furman. Gets the point for Osseo.
Furman, nice work there, seeing that the libero was a little out of position after she served and not able to get in position to make a great play.
Service error by Bauer will make it 19-13.
Is that the first time Osseo's had back-to-back errors this match?
I think so,
I
yeah.
believe so. Yeah. They're so clean, John. It's so fun to watch them.
Lou serving for Maple Grove. Right side across by Emily Rossing. Lou will set it outside and swing long. On the attack from Elise Rossing.
That's a nice swing, nice set by Lou and a nice swing by Rossing, just not able to finish her shoulder again. That seems to be the difference here.
Middle pushed across by Lamper.
Emily Rossing into the net there. Trying a little bit too hard to get there. A little frustrated with herself, but still that smile in the corner. See how she responds. I'd like to see if we can get her the ball here.
20-14, Crimson down by 6. Emily Rossing delivers the kill.
Uh-oh. She got smoked. Looks like she might have been not gotten her hands up. I didn't see exactly where it caught her, but she is shaken, that is for certain, as a little bit of a hush into the crowd here as we make sure she's okay. We'll take another look here and see exactly what happened. It's a great set, it's a great swing, and yeah, she's expecting that ball to come down a little bit lower. Rossing, oh, it went off the block. There it is. Ball goes off the block, so she's expecting that ball low, and it comes up off the block, and she's not able to get her hands in front. She will be subbed out, and we'll see.
So Lou out.
We have Preed back in, and Brown will take over the setting responsibilities.
Rossing, the senior middle, serving here. Good serve. And we have Brown.
Under the net, I believe was the call.
One of the Crimson players gives the points to Osseo.
New point, here we go.
Brown sets to the middle, cross by Preed for the kill.
Preed effective out of the back court, and her only action in that position so far. Really nice swing as that ball gets across fast.
Lamper serving, her team down by 7. Right side over by Seelock. Point for Osseo.
That's the first off-speed we've seen from Seelock tonight, and Maple Grove not expecting it either as they're on their heels, and that ball drops in front of the defender, 23-15, Orioles up.
Left side, Gray pops it across. Kwan to Seelock off the blockers, handled back row. Pushed over and a kill for Preed.
Preed in a rhythm right now. That's 2 kills on 2 touches for her. She'll go back into the front row. Brown will go back to serve. Nice off the net set, out of system. Preed able to slow down early and go fast at the end.
23-16. Back set over by Seelock and over by Brown, who pushed it in the right spot for a Maple Grove point.
I'm going to be honest, I'm not a fan of that offensive route sequence there. Seelock on a slide is not the answer. Go ahead and chuck it high back there and let her go take the big swing on the right. But off 1 foot, she's not that effective right now.
Outside, Steester, point for Osseo.
Steester with another good position, well-positioned ball from the outside for the middle blocker.
Set point for Osseo. Kelsey Seelock will serve it up. Brown sets to the middle, over and down. It wasn't the way it was drawn up, but it worked.
Knutson finding ways to get balls on the floor. That's good stuff. Oh, excuse me. That's it's not Knutson, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Good.
Yes.
Okay. We're further away than I'm used to being, John, or I'm getting old. I don't want to admit to that part, though.
And that is off of Gray and out of play and out. And that is set point for Osseo.
Yeah, another set victory for the Orioles. They're up 2-0, and it's been clean volleyball on their side. We've seen a lot of fight from Maple Grove. Let's take a look at this last point. It's a nice serve. Kwan gets pushed deep out of system for the first time today, I believe. Big swing, and Gray thought she saw a hole in the block, so she fills it, but that ball goes deep to her left, and because she's so tight, not able to make a good dig on the play to end the rally.
2 sets to none. Osseo on top of Maple Grove. We'll take time out and come back. More prep volleyball on CCX Sports after this timeout.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. Andy's favorite dressed fan tonight on hand. 25-16, 25-18. The Orioles up 2 sets to none.
I wonder if he's part of the bait and tackle club. He seems like the type of guy that might be in the bait and tackle club that Kwan's setting up. So, hey, it's 2-0. Osseo looking like they are over their 3-game losing streak, playing clean volleyball here to end again. And we'll see how they come out in set 3. Now, if you look, let's go ahead and take a look at the standings. Champlain Park kind of running away with the conference and probably sitting pretty well for a top 2 seed in the state tournament. Osseo coming in at second at 6-1. Anoka undefeated, but I don't think has played the top end of the conference yet. Maple Grove 4-2, playing some really good volleyball. And then from there we have Centennial, Elk River, Totino, Armstrong, and then the bottom tier, Irondale, Blaine, and Andover. When the season started, everybody knew Champlain was going to run away with the conference. So it's been a battle for second, and we've got 3 teams, in my opinion, in Osseo, Maple Grove, and Anoka that can fight for it. But the proof's in the pudding tonight. It might be Osseo at 2, and we'll work from there.
Osseo, a team that's hoping to get a number 2 seed or a 3 seed at the lowest come Section 5 3A volleyball time. Yeah. You don't want to be 4 or 5, right, Andy?
Exactly. Again, it's the conference, the section, it's all the same. Like, you don't want to run into the juggernaut that is Champlain Park until you absolutely have to. You know, you talk to the teams down on the other end of the state, you talk to the Section 1 AAA teams, and Northfield and Lakeville South are battling to see who's 2-3 because you don't want to be 4 and have to play Lakeville North in the semis.
First point goes to Maple Grove on a missed serve for Osseo to start set 3. How fun has Champlin Park been to watch this year, Andy?
You know,
You've seen them?
I've watched them, the match we did, and I've watched them 2 other times. They're playing clean volleyball. A buddy of mine who works for a website called Prep Dig is watching their match against Forest Lake tonight. Says they're moving Schmidt around now, so they're not just keeping her on the right, they're letting her swing on the left. And with those type of athletes playing all over the court, you can do a variety of things. They play higher and harder than anybody else in the state. Their first touch isn't quite as good as a couple other teams in the state. And for my money, it's a 2-way race for best setter in the state between Ashburn and Orr down at Egan. So there's a lot of great volleyball being played all throughout the state. Up in the North Metro, we've been very fortunate to see the powerhouse that is Champlin Park, to see this clean Osseo team playing, to see a lot of other teams just battling. YZ is starting to figure a bunch of stuff out. They pulled off a pretty big win. Was that yesterday against this Osseo team? Yeah. So, you know, it's anybody. It's this time of year that you really start to see what the coaches have been working towards all year. You want to be playing clean volleyball at the end of the season.
Achenbach and Steester with kills on the last 2 points to give Osseo a 3-1 lead, and now it's 4-1 Orioles.
A little bit of serve receive trouble there, looking for Maple Grove to calm itself down, and you see Coach doing that. Just, hey, Coach Sabat, just let's relax and let the game come to us a little bit. Better first touch.
Swinging, pounding it down for the point is Creed. 4-2.
I'd like to tell you I've seen a block that Preed's been afraid of, but I've been watching her for a long time and have never seen it. That kid just swings. She'll get blocked, turn around, and go just as hard, if not harder, on the next ball.
Here's the serve from Gray. Right to the net and over by Steester. Brown setting it back. Preed across, handled by Sealock, back row. Sealock high up in the air and down off the net, off the tape, and it's Lamker with the kill.
Not the cleanest kill, but she does a great job of owning her net here. It's an overpass. You see Lampert go up and knows that the setter is back row, so she's got no block in front of her, so she can take it as straight down as she wants.
And across into the net on the serve here by Gray gives Osseo another point. Juan will go back to serve, her team leading by 2.
Looking for the zone from the coach here. We'll see what the attack plan is.
All pushed over by Lampker. Back set goes to Achenbach. Out off Maple Grove. Now point for the Orioles.
Nice swing again. Quan will go back to serve and see if she can extend this lead. Off the edge of the block and down.
Good serve and then tapped over by Achenbach. Comes and handle that. Left side, Ogery. And a kill for Osseo.
Ogery just swinging well. Times that one very nicely.
4-point Osseo lead. Run up on the ball by Sealock. Tipped over by Achenbach. Pushed back across by Elise Rossing. And a point for Maple Grove.
Rare communication error. Quan can't be happy with herself there. That's got to be her ball. She's wearing the libero jersey. She's got to call it and go. That block was covered quite well, but not able to make a play on it. Out of system swing here.
Point Ogery and Maple Grove.
Ogery swinging hard, and the block for Maple Grove is going vertical instead of getting across the net. We'll get a look at it here. You see the hands go up, but not across, and as a result, another point for Osseo.
Here's Gray with the big swing. Sealock gets a hand on that ball. Ogery, back row handled by Schaefer. Brown back to Preed, over. Furman. Back to the middle. Kwan spinning it across. Battle at the net. Pushed over. Back it comes. Furman to Rossing.
There's no quit in the engine for these attackers from Osseo. No matter how fast the ball gets back to them, we see here's a good block, a push, across. Both hitters back behind the 10-foot line, coming back in again, and able to get another point.
Emily Rossing's kill makes it 9-4 Orioles. At the net, over. Pushed over by Furman there. Achenbach and Ojeri, just a bad swing on that ball. Point Maple Grove.
A point needs to go to Schaefer, who's very disciplined on the second contact, able to stay down and stay stopped and not go cheat somewhere, hoping for the ball to come across on the third contact. When they bring it over on two, it's an easy pickup for her.
Loose serves for Maple Grove. Back set to Ojeri, got blocked, but out of bounds. Point Osseo.
Ojeri gets blocked, doesn't matter. Give it again. The kid is playing fast volleyball, as she has been all year, leading the Orioles in kills statistically.
And she'll serve here. Middle, Gray gets blocked by Emily Rossing.
Back row attack here on Gray, as it was a block as well, but as soon as she jumps from behind that line and sends the third contact towards the net, that becomes the call. We'll get a timeout from Maple Grove as they're trying to figure out how to get out of a rotation for the fourth or fifth time. Here you see Courtney Sabat just like willing her athletes, let's fight, let's get a little pop in this thing. And athletes seem locked in. We'll see how they come out off the timeout. Going to be another great finish here, hopefully. Good volleyball been played so far. A little bit of error streak on both sides at different times, but towards the end of the match, we've seen a lot of leadership come out from Ojeri, from Gray, from Preed, from Brown. Both sides playing clean volleyball, and the student section starting to get after each other a little bit now, which is one of, if not the best part of these rivalry games.
Ojeri to serve. 11-5 Osseo. Trying to sweep Maple Grove here. Gets an ace serve. Out of the timeout.
Eyes all on each other as Rossing gets ace there, and her teammates quick to pick her up. That's great to see late in the match.
Go again at Elise Rossing. Handles this one. Left side swing from Brown. Dug up by Bauer. Here's Seelock. A little too much there.
Oh,
Maple Grove hoping, or Osseo hoping for a tip.
And they got it. Nope. Wait a minute.
Andy Burian up.
Line.
Orioles
oh, yeah. I think we got the green there. If we get the green card, that call would be maintained as a touch call. But we're going to go ahead and call it.
Oh, we have a microphone right down there where you can hear Kelsey Seelock.
Okay. Uprev Hammer saying that even though the touch was called by the line judge, he has the ability and the right to overrule that call, and says there was no touch on the play. Great camera work here. I think we see a touch from Brown. Yeah, you see her ring finger on her left hand kind of wobble a little bit there as that ball kind of changes direction off her hand. Great call by this woman in the back corner. Somebody sign her up for some Big Ten ball.
And Seelock's attack this time gets blocked. Another Maple Grove point.
See how Seelock responds. Statistically, that's 2 errors in a row for her, even though the first one looked like she found hands. Second one, she definitely found hands, John.
12-7. And an ace serve, and it's 12-8.
How do you respond when things don't go your way? That's 2 in a row after a call that didn't go Osseo's way. They got to find a way to get out of this rotation.
Fugelstead serves. Another good serve handled by Bauer. Seelock Put it off the tape. Bugelstead to the front to Gray. Missed. And a point Osseo.
Gray looking for hands again on a trap set, not able to find him.
13-8 Osseo. Right side block. Furman getting back to the middle and over by Rossing. In the middle, the big swing and the kill.
That's the excitement we're looking for. That's how you get back into the game. Nice big swing here in the middle. Block had released. Great job there by Lewis. She's able to come back in and find the middle.
Elizabeth O'Callahan with the kill there for Maple Grove. 13-9. From the middle, Steester gets blocked. Orioles recover from that. Seelock, back row off Lou. Middle over by Schaefer. Outside, Seelock, back row handed by Schaefer again. Battle at the net. Get a whistle, get a Grove player in the net, and a point for Osseo.
Yeah, good hustle there, but Lamker into the net there late after a great hustle play. She's playing aggressive. Can't get mad at the kid for that one. Good effort by her.
Side Gray gets the kill.
Nice swing by Gray coming through. Great shoulder. You can tell she's been trained the right way. Her arm mechanics are very, very solid.
14-10 as Brown goes back to serve. Steester. Too strong.
This is that rotation that they like to go to Skeester in, but she's not able to get through that swing quite well. Let's see if I like to see them go back to her here, or maybe they change routes. Looks like they've gone into a semi-stack. We'll see what it looks like. Oh, same route combination.
Furman outside to Steester, and there's another point, or there is a point for Osseo, rather, breaking that mini run for Maple Grove. This time, the sophomore able to get the kill for Osseo to side out the point. 15-11. Seelock serves long. Gives it right back to the Grove.
Not what you need after a mini run, a missed serve when you finally get out of a bad rotation. We'll see how they can recover here. Some openings for Maple Grove if they want to take advantage.
Beretta serves, spins it, serves it across. Archery from Furman gets blocked.
Good discipline there from Preet on the block. Her and was that Lamker that closed with her? Yes, I believe it was.
15-13. At the net. Oh, Maple Grove unable that time to take advantage of the overpass. You saw that happen in the second set to Osseo, and this one, Maple Grove, an unforced error. 16-13. Kwan going back to serve for the Orioles. Schaefer on the serve receive. Down over for Lamker for the kill.
Lamker sees the big opening again and drops it into the 1-2 seam.
Here's Kwan getting it left side and cross by Ochery. Girl returning it. Furman right side this time. Achenbach tried to cut it down the line and does for a point.
That's a great swing on that ball. Achenbach finds the sliver around the block and down into the corner. Let's take another look. Great set by Furman. That's just a great ball. Gray's in an okay position to make the play, but not able to make the touch as it finds the last inch on the corner of the court.
Bowers back in, and she serves this one for Osseo. Handles that back row. Furman, quick set and over by Emily Rossing.
Rossing with another nice swing there. Seelock taking care of that easy ball right on top of Furman's head.
18-14. Down back. Creed across, dug up by Seelock. Here's Ogery. Handled there by Quan. Furman, back set over by Emily Rossing. Ball right side and across by Creed. And a block in the middle of the point for Maple Grove. Good long rally, good block by O'Callahan. Grove gets a big point, 18-15.
Callahan locked in right now, playing some really good volleyball across the front row.
Float serve, but into the net by Lou. Point Osseo. 19-15 Orioles.
Mounting a comeback, that serve has got to be a little bit tougher. It's okay if it misses, but that one it looked like it mishit her hand. Oh, but favor return from Osseo.
Ogery's serve is long, so it's 19-16. The Crimson have the serve. Hewelstead back in. And the senior will serve this one up here for the Crimson. And a little wet spot somewhere on the court.
Nope. A little delay here. We got it figured out.
Thank you.
19-16. Hewelstead serving, her team down by 3. Emily Rossing faults it over. Point Osseo.
Another ball, plenty of air under it, nobody moving for it. Got to have that communication tightened up if you're going to battle with a team that's this close to perfect.
Dumped down to the net, to the floor rather by O'Callahan. The middle with the kill, the sophomore keeping her team within 3.
Lou kind of misses that ball, but O'Callahan switches to the left hand to make a play to get out of that rotation.
Schaefer serves. Go outside to Seelock, floats it over, dug up by Lou. Brown setting it over by Gray. And in for the point. 20-18.
Battle continues here.
Right to the net, and Lamker puts it across.
Lamper doing some really nice things, and Coach Burian has had enough. She's going to get a timeout. This one within 1, Maple Grove battling with the crowd behind them. Look for a, I think we have Seelock in the front row. If we do, we'll take a look at the last point here. We'll get the rotation down. It's a, Furman wants to dump that, but it didn't sell at all as Skeester not able to draw any of the block. Look for Skeester to stay in front here on a gap set maybe. And yeah, just great blocking vision there by number 12, Jordan Lamker, as she's able to make sure that that dump across attempt by Furman not getting where it needs to go. She's been playing really well this entire match. Started the season on JV, doing some really nice things. So excited, doesn't even wait for her teammates to get back out there. That's a locked-in athlete right now. Watch Furman here, see how she responds after getting blocked. I'd like to see her get Skeester the ball, but the pass will dictate that.
20-19. Crimson trying to tie it up out of the serve from the middle. Seelock pushes it down on a point for Osseo to go back up by 2.
Even more fun, they bring Seelock back in. That's so cool. Skeester back on the outside. Seelock comes in on the tip, or on the 2-ball, and tips it into the 4 zone. Nice play.
Berman serving. Blue outside for Gray, got blocked. At the net, tipped over by Brown. Nice recovery by Quan, over by Seelock. Good dig by Fugelsted. Gray swing, good dig again by Quan outside. Seelock gets blocked. Point Maple Grove.
This has turned into some great volleyball here recently, John. Really excited about the volleyball getting played on both sides of the net. Brown just kind of owning the net. She'll go back to serve. Preet will get back in the front row. She wants to be a part of the action as well.
21-20, Brown serve. Here's Berman, and Achenbach gets on top of that ball.
Achenbach one-on-one in the middle is going to end that way just about every time. Great swing. Good set. Yeah, cuts it around Lamker there and into the court.
Seelock serves off Schaefer and across. Quan will set it up for Achenbach, and back-to-back kills for the senior, but they're a better team when she's back in the lineup, right, Andy?
Absolutely true. Quan loves getting her the ball, has done it year-round for the last few years in those out-of-system plays, and Achenbach does a nice job again taking advantage of it. Just take just this bump set, giving some space to Achenbach, who's able to swing high and kind of drop that thumb to go down the line-ish. As my friend Carrie calls it, that's a Langle swing. So it looks like she's going to go completely line, but then doesn't quite finish it and drops it not on the sideline itself, but into the gap. Mandy Burian must have had something impressive to say during that last time out, as Osseo playing some very inspired volleyball. Not to be outdone, Maple Grove and Coach Sabat doing some really, really nice things here in set 3 after kind of getting taken a little bit in sets 1 and 2.
23-20, Seelock serves, it's an ace.
Bottom dropped out of that one as well. Schaefer thought that ball was going to be quite long, and at the last second it dropped in. Match point here.
Seelock serving now here on match point. Back it goes to Gray, up in the air, and no chance for Osseo to make a play on that. It's 24-21.
I think Ogery thought the scorer's table was a little closer than it actually was. She came up quite a bit short there. See if Gray's got 3 or 4 in her arm here.
On ran to that ball. Furman back. Achenbach. Brown, Gray. Right side Preet. Nice dig on the ball by Furman. Outside they go. Ogery gets the kill, but ends the match.
Big swing from Ogery there. Nice long rallies. Great volleyball to end tonight. Good match. Another sweep for Osseo. Maple Grove looking very competitive down the stretch. Not able to pull out a victory against this great, disciplined, low error Osseo Oriole team, but really good battle for them. We'll take a look at this last point. Gray with a nice serve. Quan sees the short, comes up and picks it up. Great reversal there. Achenbach sends it across. Brown, good dig. Gray's going to set it up here. Preet with the swing. Another great dig cross court. Quan sets this ball up to Ogery, and Preet not able to get her hand across and back in. So the set and the match to Osseo, and the tunnel afterwards for the excited fans and players.
Maple Grove with the loss, 8-8 now in the season. They'll play in the Hopkins tournament on Saturday. And Osseo breaks their 3-match losing streak. They're now 17-3. They'll host Champlin Park on Monday night. We'll take time out. We'll hear from the Orioles in a moment. You've been watching Northwest Suburban Conference Volleyball on CCX.
When we found out that we were pregnant, we were just elated. We were just sitting there waiting for the pediatrician. She said she won't be taking you in as a client.
We are a lesbian couple, but she's just a baby. She's the one you're denying the service to.
I got some Oxy after I hurt my neck. First, I took them to feel better. Then, I just kept taking them. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
First time I tried Vicodin, it was laying around my mom's house. And then I kept taking them whenever I could get them. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
In volleyball, John Jacobson back with you at Maple Grove High School, joined by a couple of the Orioles players now, Kelsey Seelock, Kate Achenbach. And Kate, congratulations. You were out injured for a while. How fun is it for you to get back on the court?
It's so much fun. I get to be with my team and we're winning and we're doing so well, so I'm really excited.
I know you guys hadn't lost to Maple Grove in a long time until last year. How much were you looking forward to tonight?
It was a big night for us. It's so much fun seeing how much better we got coming back from last year and how we got to bring that win back for Osseo.
What is this atmosphere like to play and the fans right behind you 2 of the 3 sets?
It's so much fun. They're so loud and they help us for sure keep the energy up and keep the game going for fun.
And at the same time, you had a lot of your peers here too, right? Supporting your team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was fun to have them right next to us too. That's how they are in our gym. So their energy for sure, we fed off of that.
Overall 17-3 now on the season. What has this team done well to get to the record that you're at right now?
Our defense has been staying really strong and we've had a really strong service receive and we've been really scrappy all the way around, so I'm really excited to see how we keep going.
Enjoy this one and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Kelsey Seelock, and always fun to beat Maple Grove, I imagine, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's a great impact for our team.
What did you guys do well tonight to be able to put this team away in 3?
We had great chemistry tonight, and our defense was outstanding. And our offense, we never gave up. We continued to attack the other team, and that's one of our strengths. And as long as we stay together and stay scrappy, we'll continue to win.
Was that third set kind of fun, though? I mean, it got a little closer, so you had to kind of dig deep, a little deeper, right, to pull it out in 3?
Yeah, that learns for us to fight and fight for each other and fight for our teammates. And it is fun to battle with each other and the other team, especially Maple Grove. They're a great team, so it's fun to just battle back and forth with our rival.
You played in that St. Michael tournament over the weekend, lost a couple times against some really good teams. What did you learn about your team in that atmosphere playing against Champlain Park and River Falls? I know the two teams you lost to.
We learned a lot that weekend. You know, we want to go into Monday against Champlain really strong and want a second chance, and we want to prove ourselves and to play the best that we can. We were a little rocky and our chemistry was, iffy, but we pulled it together and we just want to keep growing from here.
Rebels are the #1 team in the state, as you know. Do you look forward to challenges like that, playing a team that's as talented as that team is?
Yeah, it gives us a lot of awesome friends. Like, I have a lot of friends there, so it gives us a lot of competition. So we want that, and we've been waiting, so we're excited.
Congratulations on tonight, and good luck Monday and the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Osseo Orioles now 17-3. They break that 3-match losing streak. 2 losses in that tournament at St. Michael, and then last night to Wayzata, and they come back and win this one to improve in the conference and stayed right on the heels of Champlain Park in the Northwest Suburban Conference. That will do it for our telecast tonight from Maple Grove High School. For Andy Guggesberg and all of our great crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks for tuning in for our coverage of high school volleyball on CCX Sports.